Thank you so much for all the support you gave me, guys.
Okay.
Today, I got promoted.
Those who spread goodness radiate happiness to everyone around them. Introducing LOLC Finance Credit Cards. Fuel the goodness in you.
Welcome to Living Gets Real. I'm Ashwini Vedakam. Joining us on this week's episode, we have co-founder of Sozo, Dushyantha De Silva. But before we get into the show, here's a little sneak peek into his life. Welcome to the show, Dushyantha. It's good to have you here with us.
Thank you for having me.
Now, many people know you as a businessman, an entrepreneur, but how would you describe yourself to our viewers?
Well, a lot of my late teens and then on to the 20s has been a lot about work and building something. So I would say a bigger part of me at this moment is to do with trying to make this brand and things like that. But I think off work, I'm a huge wildlife enthusiast. I think Yala is probably my second home. I'm a photographer as well, a musician, and a few things like that.
Yeah. Now let's talk about brands. Let's talk about Sozo.
Sure.
Yeah, how did the brand begin? Can you walk us through its journey?
Sure. So Sozo was a bit of an experiment, to be honest. We had a good market stall some time ago, and we used to make iced teas, and we had quite a line, to be honest. And every time we would sell out. So that was just one sort of isolated experience, and we did that for a while and kind of forgot about it. But it was later on that someone who was very close to me said, why don't you look at bottling that stuff and maybe commercializing it? I was like, no way, it's not. I don't think it's going to work. And how do you bottle it? How do you keep it for long? And we're not food scientists, now we are. We have to be. But back then we had no clue. So. And they were like, okay, but after I heard this thing that day, I couldn't sleep that night. So I just had these ideas that were just pouring in my head. And it was 5 o'clock the next morning that my wife realized that I wasn't in bed all night. So she found me in the kitchen, and I was like, it doesn't matter the story as to why I wasn't in bed. Try this stuff out. Tell me what you think. And she said, yeah, this tastes good. And it was just all kitchen ingredients that I could find. And I think that was the founding principle on what Sozo really is. It's about homemade freshness, and we made the first batch and supplied it to English cake company. Johan is a friend of mine, and he was at the Good Market as well. And I said, mate, just help me out. I know it's a brand new brand, but take a risk. Put this on the chiller and see if it moves. And he called me back 3 hours later. He's like, we've got a problem. I said, well, we've sold out. And it was just, day after day, we kept on replenishing, and we realized we've got something. But I don't think, today Sozo is in 300 locations island-wide, and we're exporting to 5 countries. I don't think we ever imagined it to be that. But we kept at it. I think I felt there was a pulse. And one thing led to another. Our product range grew, our customers grew. I think one of the biggest breaks for us was when Coffee Bean and Tea Leaf said, okay, you guys have got a 3-week shelf life. If you give us a 1-year shelf life, then let's talk. So I was like, okay, that's a challenge. And honestly, I would go to the supermarket and look at all these beverages, and I'm like, tell me something. How are you doing? How are you good for 6 months? How are you good for a year? Because we had no clue. But I think the awesome thing about the pursuit of things, right? Things fall in place. The more you persevere and just keep at it. Sometimes when things to say, no, it's not going to work out. Thing is that you're just around the corner of cracking in, and just like that, we met a food scientist, and then he knew. It was amazing how things fell in place. And before you know it, we had a 1-year shelf life, importantly, with no preservatives. So that's what makes Sozo stand out. We are probably the only beverage, at least in Sri Lanka. I'm not so sure about the region, but which has 0 preservatives, doesn't need to be chilled, and can be kept outside for 12 months. So there was, I think at the airport there was an outlet, a coffee bean and tea leaf outlet. We were selling 4,000 bottles a week. We knew we had something at that point, and then so the ball keeps rolling. Yeah.
Amazing. So now you've gained a lot of attention. We're talking CNN, we're talking BBC Travel, we're talking the London Financial Times.
Sure.
So now, how has that? Like, what do you think is going to be next for Sozo?
Yeah, I mean, for us, we are we have brand pillars, right? So we try to stay within the brand pillars, and everything we do comes under just 2 words: excite and delight, right? And we call it E&D, and basically we're looking at ways of surprising customers. For example, when we did the Acharu drink, we were the first to do that in the history of Sri Lanka, commercially bottled. People were like, oh my god, there's an Acharu drink, and for some people it was weird, but for some people it was like, man, that's amazing. And I had people who couldn't find Acharu on a, say, a particular day, and like, I'm really craving Acharu, where can I buy this drink? And we were hitting at nostalgic moments, favorite moments that you want to relive now in the convenience of your house. So that was that. Then a lot of our hibiscus drinks, they are from, back in the day. I mean, my grandma used to make us the sapatumal, drink or hibiscus drink plucked from the garden. So when you have that now ready, packaged, put in front of you in a shelf, it brings you nostalgic memories. So
a memory in a bottle.
Exactly. So and now things like Panidodang and seesaw. Like Panidodang is something that every Sri Lankan loves, right? But you can only find it on the road or a street vendor selling it. So I'm like, but there's something wrong with that. Why are we only getting apple juice, orange juice, grape juice? Let's do something fun. So I think I'm quite proud of what we've done so far. So now, in terms of what's next, we want to dig deep into our roots. There's a huge backstory as to how we do all of this. Most of the fruits that we use aren't commercially grown, right? So you can't just rock up to a market one day and be like, I'll take 5,000 tons of this. It's not available. Sorry, not 5,000 tons, 5 tons. We'll get to 5,000 tons at some point. So then you have to, go down to find farmers in really offbeat, locations, and get stuck in the mud, and, break a part or two in a vehicle, and then overnight repairs. All this just to get the stuff back to Colombo. So we want to bring that story out and get even people involved in that. So, I mean, if you look at kids these days, right? I mean, do they even know how to plant a tree or what a bee looks like? You know what I mean? Like, it's just so not part of our life. So we want to create programs where you can go back to the farm, learn how to farm stuff, plant stuff, and come and see how we do all of that. So I think that's one of the next steps for us to tie in the story. And we are now looking at growing the Sozo brand into other formats. I don't want to hint at which categories, but we're telling the big boys we're coming at you, because I think Sozo is an experience. It doesn't have to be limited to a juice bottle, so to speak.
Nice. Now there's something that not a lot of people know, and this is something that I don't know, because I told you that we went to the same school together.
Yes.
I remember when I sent you the questions, you were like, oh, so. There was a time back in AIS where I couldn't even remember what the assembly was for. I just remember that
it's a talent show.
It was a talent show, right? And Dushyantha came, he sat down with his guitar and he played Man Who Can't Be Moved by the Script. And I realized, oh my god, this dude can sing like really well. And it actually stuck with me all these years. Do you still sing?
Yes, so funny. Yes, I do. I mean, I haven't got the time. I want to make the time now. But I think the last 10 years was so dedicated to work. I didn't get the time to do it much, but yeah, I do.
But you also told me that you threw away instruments.
No, I didn't throw them away. I gave them away for people who were getting into music and stuff like that, because I wasn't using it. I had a drum set, bass guitar, all this kind of stuff. So yeah, but I'd like to do more of it now. I just might surprise you with a hit record on Homegrown or whatever.
Call me when that happens.
I'm just joking.
All right, well, we've actually reached the end of the burning segment,
Sure.
but we have a little game planned.
Okay.
We'll be back with the game after a short message from our sponsors.
You love the feeling of being renewed. To protect the things most precious to you. To stay beautiful every single day. To breathe just like we do, because you are truly delicate. Protecting the ones who've been with us through the years. With Sayalac Care, the only wood coating that truly protects you. Sayalac Wood Coatings from Jat.
Welcome back to the show, and we have Dushyantha playing a little game of rapid fire round. Are you ready?
Hit me.
Okay. What was your first job?
Stockbroker.
Oh wow, okay. What word do you hate hearing?
I can't. Oh, that's two words, but can't.
Okay. What word do you have the hard time pronouncing?
I gotta think of that, but I don't know really. I mean, maybe some foreign word, maybe a French word. I would say.
Okay. Who do you text the most?
My wife.
Who is your hero?
Well, Dad, I think. Yeah.
Okay. Where did you go on your last vacation?
Last vacation was well, in Dubai. Yeah, just come back. Yeah.
What is your go-to pastime?
Well, I think I don't know. I don't have a pastime really. That's the truth.
Okay. Just working all the time then.
Yeah. Trying to be more balanced now.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. What was your favorite subject back in school?
It has to be math. Yeah.
Math?
Yeah.
Okay.
Solving problems and
Yeah.
makes sense now.
Okay. Right. Now, what is your Hogwarts house?
Gryffindor.
Okay. Who is your best friend?
Best friend again has to be my wife. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What is your go-to lazy dinner?
Lazy dinner, pasta. Yeah.
Okay. What is the stupidest dare you've ever agreed to do?
Oh man, that was stupid. It was basically to jump a hurdle, like hurdles sideways, and actually pop my knee. I actually had to get surgery, but anyway, decided not to. But yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Very stupid.
Yeah.
Have you ever written a song for someone?
Not a original song. No, I don't think I had that strain in me.
Okay. What is your hidden talent?
Hidden talent, definitely mechanic. I can fix things. Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Do you believe in ghosts?
Ghosts, not so much, but maybe like things we can't see. Yes, for sure.
Okay. What would your 12-year-old self think of you? Would they think you're cool?
I think they'll think that I'm like an uncle who shouldn't probably be like so much, into work and stuff like that. Maybe say chill out a bit.
Okay. Do you correct other people's grammar?
All the time, all the time. Yeah.
Okay. Do you think you'd make a good spy?
I think I would make an excellent spy.
Yeah? Okay. And final, do you have any tattoos?
No. Yeah. I was planning to get one, but it just never
Never
happened.
happened. Alright, well this has been an absolute pleasure having you on the show. I feel like we've
Pleasure's
learned a
all
little bit
mine.
about Dushyantha during the rapid fire round. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me.
And that's all the time we have for you this week. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Instagram to catch the latest episode of Living Gets Real. Thank you for watching and stay safe.